Hey, we outside. Yeah, we out. Yeah, we out. Looking at the view from the top. Get into the bed, don't stop. Get into the bed, don't stop. Better catch up, cuz we out.
Look, I ain't skating through unless they talking 8 figures. Said I dream too big, about to do it way bigger. I'm the boss when I walk through, straighten up and sit up. I ain't never had to tell them, but they know that I'm that. Finish that. So many wins, I had to go ahead and bring it back. I let you my sons go ahead and get the Similac. Yes, word when I'm pulling in. I ain't asking for the spot, I tell them better give me that. Taking no losses, can't start now. You know it's about to go up when I touch down. And if they didn't know before, they gonna know now. That I leave a murder scene when I come round. In other words, you know that we about to kill it. I ain't for the talking, I said it, you know I did it. Putting on the show, the world is about to feel it. I know they getting scared when I tell them that.
We outside. Yeah, we out. Yeah, we out. Looking at the view from the top. Get into the bed, don't stop. Get into the bed, don't stop. Better catch up, cuz we out.
Playing with me, know you playing yourself. If I got a game, I'm gon' bet on myself. Got it on my own, never needed your help. When you see me at the top, know I did it myself. You know we outside till the lights come on. About to make it to the top, it won't take this long. You know I'm blacking out, but I'm in my zone. It's beat money when it call my phone. Whoa, don't need your money, just give me respect. Told you before this, you know I'm a threat. I ain't letting up, I got my foot on their neck. Yeah. In other words, you know that we about to kill it. I ain't for the talking, I said it, you know I did it. Putting on the show, the world is about to feel it. I know they getting scared when I tell them that.
We outside. Yeah, we out.
Hey, what you need, yeah? Man, I got it, wow. What you say, hey? We about it, get the cream, yeah. Why you slacking? Why you talking all that top, boy, you capping? What you need, hey? Yeah, I got it, with the team, yeah. We about it, wow. Get the cream, yeah. Why you slacking? Why you talking all that top, boy, you capping?
Yeah, why you capping? Why you capping, no? Feel like a rubber band, I've been snapping, no. Yeah, I've been up here with my team, so you notice what I mean. We've been going up like NASA, bro.
Oh, what is going on, everybody? We are back in business with a bang. Let the good times roll because, folks, at the end of the day, 8 hours yesterday is just not enough. You can't keep me away. NYYU does not take time off, guys. At the end of the day, once I found out today there's a Yankee hot stove, I say, you know what? We got to be live. We got to bring the community the news right there, ready to go. We got to be right there with everybody. You feel me? We got to be ready to rock and roll. That's how it works around here. If you ain't with the system, well, what is it? Wait. What is the say? What's the saying right there? If you're too hot, no, not too hot. If you can't take the heat, get out of my kitchen. That's how it goes, damn it. But let me say hello to everybody. But first and foremost, we got a super chat. Oh, yeah. You guys wanted the wolf pack, damn it, you got the wolf pack. Connor O'Neill, my guy. Connor O'Neill says, what's up, chat? Pete, NYYU family, this community is amazing. With how it showed up yesterday, Pete, thanks for giving us something to do on a Tuesday. Yes, indeed, brother. Hey, look, man, let me tell you. I never have the words to express how this community comes through for us. You guys are literally, it's unreal. It really is unreal what we're building. It's surreal, to be honest. It's hard to kind of really believe how much we are growing as a team here at NYYU. It really is amazing. I absolutely love it. But let me see what we got in the chat. Macho King, my guy, you know I got my
cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Oh, yeah, I got the Mr. Fantastic cup today, because why the hell wouldn't I? No, why wouldn't I have it? Smacky that likey, hitty the subby.
Me like it.
Oh, you bet your ass I do. Hayden, what's going on, my guy? Anthony Garcia. Alex, what's up, brother? Anthony Medina, the goat. Bad bruise. Sounds pretty bad. A bad bruise. Okay. Rara, what's going on, my guy? Chris Perez Jr. Baba Ganoush. All right, listen, you got a little Baba Ganoush in here. You got to be happy. Camilla Simmons, how you doing? Jano Juice. Okay? Jano Juice. Hanton Valdez. What's going on, Hanton? John, what's up, John? How you doing? Smacky the likey, hitty the subby, DJ Steelio. What's up, my guy? We got another super duper. How we doing tonight, baby? Hashtag Snell to NYY. That is what I am talking about, baby. Niner gang. You know what we doing, fam. You know what the Niners are doing, baby. Something I need my Yankees to do. Win, Rock. Win. But anyway, guys, we got about 25 minutes until Yes Hot Stove is going to be on. You guys already basically know how these guys do. You guys already basically know how these guys do. Typically, they put a little something out there. They'd be like, hey, guys, come talk to us. Come and watch the show. Hey, look at me over here. Typically what they tend to do. But anyway, guys, I do have there's a little bit of stuff to report on today. A little bit of stuff to report on today. Yankees got some new unis. If you guys aren't following my guy, Johnny Lasagna, by the way, go follow Johnny Lasagna right now, okay? The guy got like 20,000+ followers. So most of you are probably following him already, but if you're not, to each his own. Go do it, all right? Here's the new unis, all right? I need to know. I'm going to steal something from Kev real quick. Kev, I'm going to steal something from you, all right? 1 for you like it, 2 for you hate it. They kind of went a lot more plain. They got rid of the white lining around it. They got rid of the stripe on the bottom of the sleeve. Let me know. 1 if you like it, 2 if you hate it. 1 if you like it, 2 if you hate it. I'll be honest with you, man. I got to see it on the player. I don't think it's going to look bad. We got a lot of hates in there. It reminds me a lot of like the Field of Dreams outfit. A little classic. Victor Soto says 3. He don't give a poot. Victor don't give a poot. Connor O'Neill likes it. Dane does not like it. Oh, the great Dane Huber doesn't like it. You son of a bitch, Dane. Let me tell you right now. You son of a bitch. Robert! Oh, Robert, you handsome son of a bitch.
You're simply the best.
Better than all the rest. Guys, I might actually have a live concert singing my favorite songs. I don't know if you guys will like that, but if you guys want me to go ahead and have a live concert singing my favorite songs, you guys let me know. Maybe I'll bring some people on live. We'll do some duets together, something along those lines. I don't know if anybody wants to hear that, but I tell you what, I could be down for it. But anyway, before I ramble on, before I get somebody in the comments go, oh, Pete, hey, I really get upset that it takes you 12 minutes to get to the point of the conversation. So everybody got to stick up their ass. Take it easy. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself. Have a good time. Relax. Enjoy life. It's a beautiful thing, folks. Umbrella duet with Booney. I'd rather cut my pinkies off. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into today's conversation. You friggin' guys in here, I tell you. You guys are too much. You guys are too friggin' much. So, we talked about this a lot for the 8 hours yesterday, but I do want to talk about this again, guys, because look, it is now January 23. We are about, a little bit around a week away from being done with January, heading into February. I got to be real with you guys. As every single day passes, I feel like the chance for the Yankees to land Blake Snell goes up. I really do. I think the chances go up for the Yankees to land Blake Snell. Now, I get the taxes. I understand all that. I completely get it. But here's the situation that you're starting to see. What are a couple of the things that we already know? One, we know the New York Yankees like him enough, meaning there has been approval. There has been approval from the Brian Cashman's baseball people. There was approval from Hal Steinbrenner. Yes. This was before Marcus Stroman. I understand that. But listen to me. There's been approval out of all these guys, the ops people, the baseball people, the nerd group. It's been all of that. They decided that offering $150 million was okay and it was worth it, which would have made the payroll even greater. With that being said, I don't think you can sit there and go, the Yankees don't want this player. What I think you could say is the Yankees may no longer want this player at $150 million. The Yankees may want this player if the player tells his big-headed, great agent, he's a great agent, you got to give him credit, he's a pain in the ass, but he's a great agent. Hey, this ain't working. I don't want to go play for the Angels for 7 years. I don't want to go play for the Giants for 7 years. And maybe he does. I don't know. But we also have another form of evidence here. The only report that we have of an offer is from the New York Yankees. We don't even have any evidence that another team has said we're confident enough to offer you $100 million. We don't know. We don't know. So when people sit there and go, he's going to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait, what is it exactly they could be waiting for? What is it exactly that we're waiting for? Do we know for sure? Are we 100% certain that a team is going to come by and go, hey, 220, 250. He wants 270. Where's he getting $270 million? So those are the two things that we know right now. Do we know Blake Snell personally? No. Do we know his attitude? Does he want to just get paid? Or does he want to try to win as he's entering 32, 33, 34 years old? What is more important to Snell? At the end of the day, folks, come on, let's be real here. Either way, he's going to make money. He's going to make money either way. We got a super chat. Woo, the whispers get you in the mood. Jaro, good jersey. I wish they came up with more limited editions to add more designs to the collection. The change is welcome. Hopefully, it brings luck. Hopefully it brings something. Hopefully it brings new legs for Stanton. That would be nice. Oh, my brother Rod Thompson. Now, I got to give, hold on a second. I got to give Rod a classic.
Thank you for being a friend.
Rod says, you're going to need a wrecking ball to take me out of surgery and on my way back home. Look at that, my guy. Road to recovery begins today. Love you, chat. The tumor was completely removed. And it's crazy, man. Look, man, I'm going to share something with you guys. Right now, folks. I love this guy, Ross, so much. I was thinking about him all damn day. Asked the beautiful, lovely, wonderful fiance. I said, you know, it's so weird. It's 10 in the morning. Ra hasn't hit me up yet. I hope everything's all right. It's 1:30. Ra hasn't hit me up yet. I hope everything is all right. My guy, L.A. Lou. God, I gotta lower that one. That shit is loud as hell. Hey, just popping up the spike alike. What do you think of the Dodgers signing Paxton? I wanted him. Rio or Alex Wood. Never considered Snell. Let me tell you something right now, man. Paxton, Paxton's another guy, man. Paxton could have been a really good pitcher for years and years and years and years and years and years and years to come. But the injury bug is something that just has really destroyed him. It's just beating him up. the injury bug hasn't been good for him, man. It's been tough. It's been tough on Paxton, but let me tell you something, man. A guy at the bottom of the order, maybe you're not expecting much. You could be pleasantly surprised. That is certainly something that James Paxton could do. He could shock a lot of people. No doubt about it. He got that type of stuff. If he's able to maintain a somewhat healthy year, 130 innings, 140, I think the Dodgers would go bananas. 110, you know? If he's able to do that, he could put up some solid numbers, no question. He could put up some solid numbers, no doubt about it. Big time Jerry. What's going on, Jerry? How you doing? Smacky the like. Hitty the sub. Angelo, how you doing, my friend Tyler Talbot? The pitcher market is deep for this late in the offseason. No question about it, man. And that's why, again, there was a rumor today, I believe, that said that the Blue Jays are monitoring the situation when it comes to Blake Snell. Hayden, I don't know if it's Snell watch, to be honest, because I almost feel like Snell is going to have to make this work himself. I don't think the Yankees are going to go calling. I don't think the Yankees are going to go crawling over. I think the Yankees right now in a position where they could say, hey, look, at the right cost, we'll make it work. But for us right now, we do feel set. So they can't deny that they like him. They offered him $100 million, $150 million. You don't do that for guys that you don't all agree upon. Is probably going to make us better. I mean, Blake Snell would make the Yankees better. There's no denying that. Everybody in this chat would sit here and go, the Yankees are a better team. There's nobody here that would say, hey, man, if they get Snell, they're not better. They're better. Hell, if Snell gave us 130 innings, they're better. I'm sorry to tell you, you guys know it as much as I do. 140 innings, they're better. 130 innings, they're better. It's just that simple. He's a guy that would make the Yankee staff better. Cole, Snell, Rodon, Stroman goes to number 4. And again, your sister's tick could be number 5. Who gives a poot? Who gives a poot? It doesn't really matter. But this is a guy that would make the Yankees a much, much better team. CWE says get Snell for 105 over 3 years with an option. Now, I know what people are talking about. I know Dane brings this up a lot, and Dane's 100% correct. The Yankees are going to be paying extra no matter what when it comes to that luxury tax threshold. We understand that. So $30 million isn't necessarily $30 million. It's all closer to 60. But here's the thing. If it comes down to it, and that's the one chance to really improve with the guy you guys have wanted, how do you say no? How do you say no? And again, I'll throw this on the screen real quick right here. And we can go ahead and just take a look at this together. But this is currently where the New York Yankees stand, right? You take a look at this and, yeah, you're not too upset. Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon, Marcus Stroman, Nestor Cortez, Clark Schmidt right now is the number 5. But then the depth. The depth is going to be truly where I think the Yankees feel much more comfortable. I think it's the depth side of things that make the Yankees feel comfortable about where they are. Luke Weaver, Luis Heel, Will Warren, Chase Hampton, Clayton Beeter. Those are 5 guys right there, folks, who are basically, hey, have them come on up. Okay, whoops, broke my phone. Okay, no problem. And they come on up and they're ready to rock and roll. So the Yankees have the D word locked in. They got the depth this year. That's something they didn't have last year. No question about that. They have it this year. It adds a big, big dynamic to this ball club. That's simple. But now, again, if you add Blake, look at what this does. Cole, Blake, Rodon, Stroman, Nestor, or Clark Schmidt, and one of those other guys go to the bullpen. So, upon already, you also improve your bullpen by signing a starter or trading for a starter. That is something a lot of people don't talk about. You immediately improve your bullpen by adding a starting pitcher. That's the smart thing to do. That is the smart thing to do. We're going to see if the Yankees do it. And here's the thing, as Mario said, and he's right. I can't get mad at the Yankees because they've spent money, right? They've gone over to 300. They've said flat out, we're going to spend. Here's what I can get mad about, and I hope it doesn't come down to this. Don't let Blake Snell sign somewhere for 3 years to try to win. Don't let him go to the Blue Jays for 2 or 3 years. Don't let him go to Houston for 2 or 3 years. Don't let him go to a rival that has a chance of potentially winning, and you sit back and go, we're okay, then I'm going to have a legitimate problem with it. Because at the end of the day, if the New York Yankees add Blake Snell, I don't give a poot what everybody says. Every single one of you know. You're going to be sitting there going, when I look at this club now, with Snell in there, this is a World Series caliber team. We also got the deadline coming up. We could still improve there. Maybe we can move some salary too. You never know. But you would have to sit at that, look around and go, this is a World Series caliber team. And be confident about saying it. At the end of the day, you got to be playing on the field. Paper doesn't mean dick. You have to play the games on the field. That is what matters. That's what matters most. The games have to be played on the field. Look at last year. Sevy, Cole, Rodon, Nestor. Let's go. We're ready to rock, baby. Sign me up. Let's go. You know what this means. We're going to win. We're going to win. On paper, we felt the victory. When the games got to actually playing, we sat back and said, holy shit, what happened here? But the Yankees have that opportunity. And I'm pretty sure in about 9 minutes, they're going to be talking about that on Yankees Hot Stove. I'm more than certain you're going to hear him talk about, hey, man, what do the Yankees have to do? What else are the Yankees going to do? Yeah, the relief pitchers. Oh, relief pitchers. Blake Snell's ass has no market, and he's chilling out there. You can't, and I don't want to come across as, oh my God, Pete, you're complaining. The Yankees have done a good job. They have. They did a move that years ago I don't think the Yankees would have done. Hal Steinbrenner picked his phone up and said, no, you get Soto. I don't give a poop about the pitchers you're trading. You add them all. Get it done. Yeah. No, have a good day. Get it done. Call me back when he's a Yankee. And they did it. Macho King, Barink. I don't know what Barink means, but you hit it on the head. Bingo, my guy. Bingo. That is his only market. Where is Snell's market? What is his market? What's his market? What's his market? Hal Steinbrenner would be the GOAT.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
He'd be the GOAT. Snell's market is Hunt's Point. Snell's market is the boogie down. That's it. And will the Yankees make the right moves? It looks like, by the way, Adrian Beltre, Joe Mauer, and Todd Helton have been elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame. So we could kind of, I didn't even know this was actually dropping today. I had no idea, but I'm just seeing it on my screen right now. Let me keep looking here. Is that all that was in the did what's his face not make it? So Gary Sheffield did not get in. That is an absolute disgrace, by the way. That is an absolute disgrace that Gary Sheffield did not get in the Hall of Fame. I'm just being honest. Absolute disgrace that Gary Sheffield did not get in. He's 100% a Hall of Famer. 10 years of Gary Sheffield being voted, and he doesn't get into the Hall of Fame. Gary Sheffield has never been found guilty of taking steroids. He's never been found. You know what he's been found guilty of? He wasn't the sweetest guy in the planet. He wasn't the sweetest guy in the planet. Well, baseball writers, you ain't never picked up a fucking bat in your life. It's a shame that you guys are voting on this. It's disgraceful. Got a couple of super chats I want to get to before I get too angry.
Thank you for being a friend.
Matthew Centrone says we go to the World Series. Brandon says, hello. Really hope Rodon bounces back. My brother, he has to bounce back, my guy. He has to bounce back. There's no denying that. And we got a super chat from Connor O'Neill. Boris isn't stupid. Notice all the teams are Yanks rivals. Great point. Great point. You know, I just want to talk about this real quick. I want to talk about this. And I'm going to talk about this because this really pisses me off, man. I don't care if you don't like somebody. I don't care if you think this person thinks a certain way. You don't like the way they talk to you. You don't like the way they act. Here's my question to the baseball writers. Who do you think you are? That is the problem I have with the Major League Baseball writers. Who do you guys think you are? And who the fuck made you guys the gatekeepers of who gets into the Hall of Fame? In all seriousness, a bunch of guys that may have never swung a bat in their life. You guys are the gatekeepers of why people like Kurt Schilling, because, I don't like the things he says. Does that have to do with the way he played baseball? I forget, does it? Does Gary Sheffield have to be a nice guy to get in? Does anybody forget that David Ortiz puckered up, but he also took roids and got popped? He's in the Hall. Gee, how did that happen? How did he get in? How did he get in so easily? Oh, not a big deal. What does it matter if you like the guy or you don't like the guy? Gary Sheffield alone, the influence that he had on kids growing up, I know I was one of them. Who in this chat didn't do it? And it wasn't only that. He was a stud. The fact that it takes a baseball writer, who am I voting for this year? He was mean to me. You remember that time in Milwaukee, Gary said, I'm not talking today? Oh, God, I'm not talking today. I'm not going to vote for Gary. These are the people keeping these guys out. But David Ortiz could pucker his lips up. You're in. You're in. How? Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire, Barry Bonds, Alex Rodriguez. I don't give a poot about this bullshit nonsense that, Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa took steroids. Every one of you fuckers knew. It only became a problem when, money. Oh my God, the government's involved. Oh God. Then it became backstab them. Stab them in the back. They only brought baseball back to the mainstream. That's all they did. They only filled up all your pockets. Bud Selig, who's in the Hall of Fame. Why? Why is Bud Selig in the Hall of Fame? Somebody explain that to me. How is he in, but all the steroid users aren't allowed in? But the guy who knew everything that was going on walks his little rotten ass right on into the hall. Bullshit. Bullshit. Jorge Posada lasted one fucking ballot. One ballot. Gary Sheffield, 10 years. 10 years to vote on him. One of the most feared hitters in the history of Major League Baseball. And they said, you're not good enough. You were mean to me. But Jeff Bagwell's in there. David Ortiz is in there. Mike Piazza's in there. There was rumors. There was rumors. I'm just saying, there was rumors. They were all in there. We just get to pick and choose. It doesn't matter about talent. Kurt Schilling. Are you fucking kidding me? Not in the hall? For what? Because you didn't like that he said something that you don't agree with? That's what hurt your guys' little feelings? That was the problem? Joe Mauer's a Hall of Famer. Todd Helton's a Hall of Famer. Adrian Beltre's a Hall of Famer. I salute my beanie to them. They deserve it. Folks, Gary Sheffield's a Hall of Famer, folks. He's a Hall of Famer. These guys are Hall of Famers. And every year we have the same conversation because they feel the need they can leave off certain players they want to leave off. Billy Wagner is a Hall of Famer. Billy Wagner was the dominating hard, super hard throwing lefty before it was a cool thing coming out of the bullpen. He's a Hall of Famer. A-Rod got 34% of the vote. Gary Sheffield got 63% of the vote in his last year on the ballot. Andrew Jones, one of the greatest center fielders of all time, got 61%. This is hilarious. It's hilarious. Manny Ramirez, 62% of the vote. Hot Stove is talking about the Hall of Fame right now. That's not the stuff I care about that Hot Stove is talking about, to be honest. I want to hear about the Yankees. So they're talking about Beltre, Mauer, and Helton getting in, and I tell you guys what, man, it's a shame. It's a shame to those baseball writers.
You Parmesan sandwich. Fuck you.
It's an absolute disgrace. But every year we do this. We do this every single year. Maybe Gary Sheffield's peers will bring him in, and I think they will. I think Gary Sheffield will go in when the players get the vote. And I'm assuming that will be what, next year when he goes on the player ballot or whatever the hell it's called, but the committee or whatever it is. I think he'll get in with that, but it's unbelievable the voting system we have. Why are the guys in the Hall of Fame, the ones that are alive, are not allowed? Why are they not the ones deciding who enters their Hall of Fame? I think everybody will respect that a lot more. It's just wild to me that this is the way it's done. It's absolute madness. It's absolute madness. Let's see what they're talking about when it comes to the Hall of Fame. Let's see if they talk about Sheffield not making it.
So he's going to have to wait, like you said, Bob, for the committee. Billy Wagner probably set up to get in next year. But Todd Helton, for me, is the guy that I never felt like was a surefire Hall of Fame player when I was catching against him. 369 home runs for a first baseman in Coors Field. He had a lot of good numbers, and I guess the bias against Coors Field has gone away now that he ends up in the Hall of Fame.
Both he and Larry Walker, Hall of Famers who played a lot of games in Coors, obviously Obviously, Helton played all of his home games there. I'll throw some numbers at you, Flash. Let's see if I can convince you. You mentioned the home runs, but over 2,500 hits and batting title, 3 Gold Gloves. 6 times he was mentioned on MVP ballots. But here's the number that I think should resonate.
Let's see.
His OPS on the road was 855. Everyone wants to talk about the Coors numbers, and yes, they were high. That 855 OPS is better than Cal Ripken Jr. and Tony Gwynn's was during their career. So he was a better hitter on the road.
I don't have a major issue with Todd Helton making it. I really don't. I don't have a big issue with Todd Helton being in. But the fact that Gary Sheffield's not is it really is. It's upsetting. It's a joke. Even Kurt, it's not a Hall of Fame. You don't have these guys in it. It's just not. I'm sorry.
Thank you for being a friend.
My guy Jeff said Gary hit some of the hardest hit balls at the stadium that I've ever seen. I seen one live that was an absolute missile to left field. Quickest home run I've ever seen in person of all time. He is no doubt about it, the Hall of Famer. The writers are do nothing idiots. And yeah, sign Blake and buy our ticket to the World Series. Make it happen, Hal. I'm right there with you, my guy, all day. I think they are talking about Gary right now. Let me put it back on.
Worked out together. Sheffield has acknowledged that he used the steroid cream called the Cream, and I think that dragged down his numbers because I'm with John on this one. He is a Hall of Fame player. He got my vote. He falls short with that 64%, so in the 10th year of eligibility, it doesn't work out for him.
By the way, if that situation with Bonds and with Balco resonated with enough voters to drag him down and keep him out, you wonder now if it goes to a committee, and let's say it's some ex-players and some ex-managers who, as you said, played against him and saw what a fearsome hitter he is, they'll look beyond that and say, look, that was one instance. He admitted it. Let's move on from that and look at the numbers now. Great a player.
Yeah, I would hope so, Bob, as an ex-teammate of Gary's. And, you know, that you could talk about what he did, and we're looking at some of the highlights, the intimidating bat and the violence of that swing. I'm going to talk about the teammate and how he was in the clubhouse. He was all about winning. He was all about playing every day. And he was all about taking on the responsibility of being the man in the lineup. And obviously, with those Yankee teams that he played for, he didn't have to be the man. There was a lot of great players around him, but he took on that responsibility every day. I feel bad he's going to have to wait now. I think you bring up a good point. The players who will be on that committee probably will look past the Clear and the Cream situation, and hopefully one day he will eventually get in.
He will.
They didn't look past it with Big Papi. They didn't look past it with Jeff Bagwell. They didn't look past it with Piazza. There was rumors. That's all I'm saying. Ortiz got popped. Ortiz got popped. He's in. Why? That's what I'd be saying live right now. That's why they never have me on these shows. I'm not going to shut up. Tell the truth about it. Why is Ortiz in? Oh, maybe he didn't get the votes because he admitted it. The other guy got fucking popped. He's in. You all voted for him. But you pick and choose who you like. You pick and choose who you want in. Get the frig out of here. The Hall of Fame's becoming a joke every year. It's becoming a joke.
Themselves could lend themselves to the Hall of Fame. Some came at first base, but a lot of those came when he was catching, which is the toughest position.
Yeah, I guess that was the biggest question mark for me, Bob. Would the numbers at the end of his career, DHing and playing first base, hurt him here with this first ballot? Obviously, it did not.
Talking about Mauer here.
I played against Joe Mauer. I tried to get him out. It was a nightmare. He could hit the ball the other way. He could hit the ball the other way with power. When you tried to come in on him, he was quick enough that he could jump you into the seats. But what impressed me more about Joe was his overall game. You see the 6-time All-Star. The 3 Gold Gloves for me is what really separates him.
You know, here's the craziest thing, right, about a guy like Joe Mauer. And I'm not knocking Joe Mauer at all. I'm not trying to beat up on Joe Mauer. He's a Hall of Famer, no question about it. But see, they talk, you heard what they said. I wonder if later in his career, when he stacked up some numbers as a first base DH, did that help him or would that have hurt him? They say no, it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. Here's my question that bothers me, right? Jorge Posada. His entire career was basically a catcher. He has some of the greatest offensive numbers for a catcher. He's also one of the most winning catchers of all time. One of the most winning catchers of all time was Pudge on roids. If Pudge Rodriguez was not on steroids with the Rangers, my name is Sally. My name is Sally if he wasn't on steroids. Did you see how he looked when he went to the Tigers? All of a sudden, he turned into Eddie Murphy. You can call me Sally Simonetti from now on if that's the case. He took steroids. I cut my pinkies off if they told me he didn't. If an angel could come from heaven and go, I'll say, give me the knife. Pow! Cut the pinkies right off. He took steroids. He's in the Hall of Fame. Where's Jorge? I guess Jorge wasn't good enough. My brother Rod Thompson says the probability in baseball is that there are way too many stats. Didn't hear what Curry said, but it sounded like he said Helton's road OPS was better than Ripken. Correct. He was basically saying that Todd Helton wasn't just helped by Colorado. Even though his Colorado numbers are magnificent, he was still a good hitter on the road. Todd Helton was a great player. He was. I don't have a big beef with that. Vinny says $370 million if needed. Reset in 3 years with the kids. Win now. Don't disagree with that. Rican Rug Dealer says, let's play some baseball already. Hashtag Soto Shuffle, baby. Crackle Nuts. Pete, it's a shame Posada, Bernie Williams are not Hall of Famers because they played on a great Yankee team. Chef has the most iconic batting stance. Hall of Fame is a joke. Crackle Nuts, I am 100% with you on what you just said. But this is year after year. If you guys watch me every year, as long as I've been doing this, I've had the same conversation about the baseball writers. They're a joke. They're a joke. It's that simple. The majority of these guys have never played a game of baseball in their lifetime. The majority of them are built like a fucking Dunkin' Donuts box, if that even makes sense, like a pile of pizza dough. And they're going to go around and tell these athletes, you don't play well. You don't play well. You weren't nice to me, mister. And since you weren't nice to me, I won't vote for you. That's what it is. Let's be honest. That's what it is. They're built like a fucking pile of pizza dough. And never played a ball game in their life. And these are the guys telling professional athletes they're not Hall of Famers. Oh, kick rocks. Like the little kid said in Dick Tracy, go suck an egg. Go suck an egg. Stop it. Stop it. See what these guys are talking about. Let's talk some Yankees over here, shall we?
If what happened in Houston had never happened, he's in the Hall of Fame. He would have been in already.
Oh.
He will eventually get in. I think it's unfortunate that Beltran, who lost the Mets managerial job after that scandal, is the one who was taking the biggest hit for all of this. Hinch and Cora were suspended, but it was during a pandemic year. They didn't get to manage 60 games. Whoop-de-doo. They came back to manage. The players all got immunity. It feels to me like Beltran is getting the short end of the stick, so to speak. And question two, which guys are on the ballot next year? Ichiro walks into the Hall of Fame. He is a first ballot guy. I absolutely
100%.
believe that CeCe is a first ballot guy. Now, the other two players on that graphic, they're interesting to me. They're both had Hall of Fame caliber careers. I think Pedroia's going to fall
Hernandez
a
is
little short,
tough.
about 1,800 career hits. Injuries ended up hurting him. I think Felix Hernandez has a really interesting
I'll
case.
say this for CeCe Sabathia. If Musina is in, CeCe probably gets in. So I think CeCe Sabathia likely will be a Hall of Famer when that happens next year. Ichiro Suzuki is one of the greatest players of all time. He's walking right in. He may be unanimous. I mean, who's going to vote no on Ichiro? I mean, they probably will. Somebody probably will, but Ichiro Suzuki is undoubtedly a Hall of Famer. No question about it. Guys, do me a favor. Smacky that likey. Hitty that subby.
Me like it.
Oh, you bet your ass I do. Smacky that like. Hitty, that's sub. We're going to talk some Yankees today. Hot stove or what?
He will have a great speech when he eventually gets inducted because he
Okay.
always has something very clever and very interesting to say. And CC Sabathia, who has a very large and very loyal family, both the Sabathia family and the Yankee fan family, get ready to celebrate because he is going to Cooperstown too, and he absolutely earned it with the career that he had. And John talked about being in the clubhouse with a guy like Sheffield. I'm not sure that I've ever heard not only teammates, but the personnel who work around the clubhouse speak as adoringly as they did for CC Sabathia.
And I'm not sure I've ever heard something resonate more than, because I just read it in a couple articles about the 2025 class, about a guy who went from the Indians to the Brewers, took the ball every 3 days. His agent is like, hey, you might not want to do that. You're a free agent. That one moment in time, and people still remember it.
Well, they're always going to remember it because he threw his career on the line.
You see? I don't want to bring this situation up. Character. You remember when I was talking to you guys about Hater, what I didn't like about that? That's called character. He took the ball every 3 days when he was going to be a free agent. He did not have to do that. He did it. That is called character. That is special. That is special.
We are just getting started here on Yankees Hot Stove.
So it looks like today on Hot Stove, by the way, it doesn't look like they're going to have any spicy rumors for us. They're going to be talking about Anthony Volpe next and the impact on the year that he's going to have for the Yankees. So it doesn't look like we're going to get any big rumor or anything of that nature. Seems like we're just going to be basically kind of in the same place we are right now. I thought maybe they might give us a little something on Blake Snell. I do know last time they were on, Jack Curry basically just came out and said it's not going to happen. He doesn't see that happening. But again, I don't see it happening at 150. The only way I see that happening is if it gets maybe to the 3-year range, opt out, and all that fun stuff. We'll see what happens there. But other than that, to each his own. We're going to see what happens overall. Suzuki might be anonymously. I can't see. Unanimous, you mean? Unanimous in there? Potentially. He could very well be unanimous, no doubt about it. Let me see if there's any updates on the good old Twitter here for us, shall we? Okay, smacky the like. Hitty the sub. Let's see. Bada bing, bada. Wait. Wrong thing. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Yep. Nothing on there, by the way. There's nothing at all on there. So, guys, let me do this real quick. Anybody want to drop a voicemail? 804-592-6160. 804-592-6160. I'll throw it in the chat. I don't like to not do an hour. So we still got about 14 minutes. If anybody wants to share anything, keep it under 2 minutes and we could get a couple of voicemails in. Let me put it in the chat though, so you guys can actually get the number. 804-592-6160. Bam. There we go. There we go, guys. Hold on one second. All right, there we go. If anybody wants to leave a voicemail, feel free to do so. If not, I'm going to hang out with you guys for another 13 minutes anyway. So, to each his own. Sorry, not enough with the 5 starters we have now, says Gary Fake. That's why I think Snell's a good... Look, the Yankees want to improve too. The Yankees want to add. I believe that. I believe the Yankees want to add themselves. Crackle Nuts with the super chat, my guy. I don't get how playing for New York downgrades guys because the Yankees put out good teams because they spend, not realizing their pressure every day for those guys playing in NY. Black and red Wolfpack is better. Look at that. I didn't even see you say that, and I played it for you, my guy. So, smacky the likey, hitty the subby. I did play for you. But, yeah, man, I don't know if there's Look, CeCe Sabathia is probably going to walk in. CeCe is also very well liked. Don't be shocked here, folks. The fact of the matter is that Kurt Schilling was not liked by the baseball writers, and Gary Sheffield was not liked by the baseball writers. That's all there is to it. There is no additional story behind any of this. They were not liked. That's simple. It's nothing to do with who they were on the field. Zero. You want to bring up steroids? Okay, fine. Where's Kurt Schilling's steroid usage? Anybody? Hall of Fame baseball writers? Where is Kurt Schilling's steroid usage? Anybody? I'm just wondering. Anyone? Anybody? Hello? Hello? Anybody calling? Anybody there? Kurt Schilling had 0 connections to steroids. One of the all-time great postseason pitchers, played for horrible teams. Should have been a Hall of Famer. And yes, they should have bunted on him. I was screaming at the screen, but of course, Joe Torre wanted to be Mr. Nice Guy. Bunt. That's all you had to do. 2-2. The 0-1. Bunt. Kurt Schilling's not in because there's people who don't like the way he talked.
I don't like that kind of talk.
That's why he's not in. Gary Sheffield is having a hard time getting in the Hall of Fame because they didn't like him personally. He wasn't the sweetest guy to talk to daily. Stop it. Let's get to the voicemails. Thank you, guys.
Has anyone found Francis Lee? Is he still at the nursing home? Do we need to put him on the back of the milk carton? Hopefully Francis is okay. Have a good day, and let's go for 3 hours tonight.
Shit. No, Francis is fine. No 3 hours. All right, no 3 hours. I ain't gonna do it.
Hey, Pete, it's Matt. I feel bad for Pete Rose. It's been many years. He should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't care.
Tell him.
I know what he did was wrong, but if Big Poppy could get in and he got popped for Royce, Pete Rose should be in too. All right. God bless. Peace.
Again, here's the same conversation for Pete Rose. You put him in as a player. He should be in as a player. How do you have a baseball Hall of Fame and the guy that has the most hits of all friggin' time is not in it? Do you understand how stupid this sounds? Do you understand how dumb this shit really sounds? What are we doing in this world that we're this stupid? Think about this for a second. It's insanity. Well, you know what he did as the manager and all that stuff. You know what? We're not going to put him in.
Hey, Pete, Kamala here. I agree with you. Gary Sheffield should have been in the Hall of Fame. I don't get why he's not. He was, like you said, one of the most feared hitters in the league when he played. Like, nobody wanted to face him. But, yeah, hopefully we get some news about some Yankee news for this coming year soon. Hopefully Snell. But, yeah, like you said, he should have been in there, and I don't get it, but maybe whenever the players' union, they vote, the players vote, he'll get in, but it's just a disgrace, like you said. All right, talk to you later, Pete. Have a good day.
Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate you, brother. Let's keep him going.
Hi, Pete. What do you think about a Emmanuel Clase trade with Shane Bieber, and maybe or a Alexis Diaz trade? And you have a good night.
Yeah, man. Class A and Alexis Diaz would be amazing for the Yankees, but I don't see the Guardians trading Class A, and I also definitely don't see the Reds trading Alexis Diaz. That team is trying to win. I said this about Pittsburgh. That division isn't strong. That division is not strong at all. That division could be open to anybody, including the Pirates and the Reds. So, I wouldn't be too concerned about that. Let's keep it going, guys.
Hey, Pete, it's Felice.
Yeah.
Just calling to ask you, do you think that the Yankees have a chance of getting a starter from the Marlins? Love you guys, or love you, Pete, plus your guys. And hopefully, things will start happening, because this is bullshit that they're sitting on their asses. Anyway, talk to you soon. Bye.
Felice, thank you so much. Say hi to Fast Eddie for me. You guys are the best. Absolutely love you guys too. Thank you so much. But no, they are. A trade with the Marlins makes all the sense in the world. It's why we've been talking about it for so long, right? They need a shortstop. We got him. Let's try to make a trade. Try to make something work. I was reading something the other day that said that they value Edward Cabrera much higher than maybe some other clubs do, that in reality, they may want a Volpe for him. Maybe not Peraza. They might want who they may consider a starter. The best. Here's the other thing I talked about before. We don't know how they view Peraza. So at the end of the day, we can sit there and believe that that would make sense. The Yankees, it makes perfect sense. You give them a starting shortstop, maybe something else, maybe two other pieces, and we get their young starter. The Marlins probably sit back and go, hey, look, maybe we don't consider this kid an everyday player. And that is what's holding it up, because when you look at it, you go, this makes too much sense. Why is that trade not happening? They just match up so well in so many different aspects of it. They also could use catching, especially young catching potentially. Makes all the sense in the world, and you don't see a deal. So I don't know. Let's keep the voicemails going. Guys are going to wrap up in a few minutes, but let's keep it going for now.
Hey, this is Christian calling from Manhattan. It's absolutely despicable that Sheffield doesn't make the Hall of Fame. That man was a beast. He was a force of nature. It's terrible also that Kurt Schilling doesn't make it in. You have to base your voting on facts, not feelings. You can't act like some type of emotional man. Again, does the player that you're taking into consideration warrant getting in based on his numbers on the field? Might I remind all baseball fans that Ty Cobb was hated. He was disliked. But the writers back then, or at whichever point, decided, you know what? Who cares? We have to look at his numbers. Did his numbers warrant him getting in? And the answer was yes. There were plenty of players in the past that, based on what they did on the field, the numbers they deserving of getting into the Hall of Fame, nothing to do with feelings, nothing to do with, oh, well, he said something I didn't like. You know, you can't be that type of emotional human being. You have to be able to separate. You have to be able to use logic. So it's just terrible. Those guys definitely deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, and shame on them for not putting him in the Hall of Fame. Absolutely shame on them.
There you go. I mean, look, man, that is exactly why a lot of us feel that way. You laid it out. Christian, you laid it out. You should be angry. How do you think those guys feel? How do you think Gary Sheffield feels? How do you think he feels? How do you think Kurt Schilling feels? Gary said the other day, I'm a Hall of Famer. I'm a Hall of Famer. That's simple. Let's keep it going, guys.
Hey there, Pete. I was talking to two of your compadres there. They were talking about that Alex Verdugo fella. Alex Verdugo, whatever his name is. I don't know about this guy, man. He got the teeth with the gold in them, the big necklaces and whatnot. I don't know about this fella, man. He ain't gonna be able to run the first base, man. He ain't gonna be able to do it. I don't know what he's gonna do. If I was Cashman Bryan, I'd go out there, I'd sign Blake A. Snell, and we could just go win number 28. Hey, Mr. Simonetti.
This dude just Blake Snell. Blake Snell is going to be signed by the New York Yankees, folks. Go out there and get Blake Snell because that makes all the damn sense in the world. Get yourself Blake Snell, and I think we'll be ready to rock and roll.
Yo, what up, Pete? Real quick, the name that I think that puts the Yankees, I know you don't like this, over the top is Dylan Cease. Bro, just thinking about Cease with Cole, the tutelage of Cole, I think we become the best team in baseball. I think they win next year. And then you got him for 2 seasons. It's just Dylan Cease with Cole, that's nasty. And if Rodon could be what he was in San Francisco, it's a wrap. And I like the Stroman deal. I like the Stroman pickup, but Dylan Cease is the guy. All right, yo. Peace.
Couldn't disagree with you, my guy. I talked about that a lot. Look, I don't know if he's the missing piece. You guys already know. I've been saying this for years. I don't believe in the over the top and we get this guy, so we're going to win. No, you get guys and they get better. You get guys and they get better. And your team gets better and you have a better chance of winning with that team. It's that simple. It's that simple. So at the end of the day, I think all that makes sense. But guys, as you know, we had a long 8-hour stream yesterday. I'm not going to go much longer today. I'm going to get ready to wrap up here. I really thought Yankee Hot Stove would probably give us a little something more. Maybe at least talk about Snell, but they didn't even do that. They didn't talk about him whatsoever, not at all. So at the end of the day, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up today. You guys are the GOATs. I do just want to end with this again. Thank you guys so much. Truly, truly, truly. Thank you guys so much for being the amazing community you are, for being the amazing group of people you guys are. I was talking to some of you yesterday, and what you guys pulled off for us yesterday is truly just unbelievable what it means to everybody on this channel. And let me just say this real quickly. Nobody on this channel will ever be allowed to disrespect this fan base. So I'm telling you guys this because it is not tolerated by me at this network. You guys will never be disrespected by somebody on this channel. I'm going to let that be known to everybody. That's simple. We love you guys. We appreciate everything you guys do. And until next time, I'm out. Peace, baby. Love you guys. Talk to you again very, very soon.
It's heavy. Yeah, I gotta keep it trendy on my soul. I'm the most selfish person that I know. Here we go, down the rabbit hole. Got a couple carrots around my neck. Self-respect, when you out of line, you put yourself in check. They don't hear me, they don't hear me though. Cycles going round and round and round like a merry-go. Stand for truth, or fall for any old scenario. That's why I keep my circle smaller than a Cheerio. Cause this the company you keep. Stay woke, please don't get caught sleep. End up sowing what you reap. Know your worth and don't sell cheap. The ghost is inside of me, can't take it out of me. No matter where I've been.